There we go.
All right, we're at another executive meeting. Yay! Let's go get some stuff done. Look at my prime minister shirt. All right. Uh, hello, Senator Bree. How are you?
A little tired.
Yeah, and we all. Alrighty. I'm doing a lot of stuff on the computer. I should have gotten all this done earlier, but as soon as I had such a good mood today, I didn't feel like doing it. So that's how good of a mood I was in. I just want to get home, lay back, play a couple games, and then get ready to do this meeting. So
hmm
that, and I've been listening to Governor Bashir almost majority of the time while I was playing the game. Because I've already caught up with all my libertarian channels. So now I got nothing else to watch that's libertarian, so I just ended up watching Governor Bashir. So all right, let's see. Well, looks like the money going towards the island has increased a little bit. I'm happy for our taxpayer. Let's see. Yep, the income tax revenue has increased a little bit. It went from 0.4, I believe that was it. Yeah, 0.4 to 1.2%, which
Nice.
is which is a total of $24.85. So that's the total amount of money that's going towards the island. Um, well, yeah, and that's also going towards the treasury too, but it's being directed to go towards the island.
hmm
I'm gonna turn my media off too because I know how my phone is when I use this app. All right. Well, our treasury increased a little bit. We're now at $2,148.09. Yay!
hmm Nice.
And that
Sooner or later we'll get
should
there.
hold on. That should be including your thing. I'm pretty sure I added it. Did I add it? I don't remember. I honestly do not remember. I'm pretty positive that I added the taxes with it. I'm pretty sure I did.
No, you can always look at that just to make double sure.
Well, that's what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if I've written it down on this graph, then I most likely wrote it on this graph too. So I'm pretty
hmm
sure I did. Then again, I can always recount every single dollar and coin over and over again until I make sure the math is right. Uh, which I'll probably do anyway.
hmm
Alrighty, well, that's enough about the treasury today. We're making money, so that's good. We got more signatures. Woohoo!
Yay.
Yay, we reached just about 20 signatures because I heard someone else got a extra signature on their paper, so we're about over 20 signatures.
Nice.
Yeah, and our goal is to get 200,000, so we're getting there. Yep, 200,000 is our goal.
Okay.
Now, if we can get, I want to concentrate the petition drive in the new county areas that we got on our provisional map now. That's also what I'm working on. I'm now trying to turn that into our main map now. So now I'm trying to like color it and do the population things now.
hmm
Yeah, basically do what I did on the other map to this map. So that means I'm going to go ahead and delete all the beautiful colors. I never liked them anyway. That's just to help divide which county is which. I never really liked the colors. So, alrighty, there we go. Yeah, everyone is aware where they live now. So, alright, how do I do this? I'm trying to figure this out. I've already been forgotten. I can't log in Hold on, I'll just do different shades of green, I guess. Like 3 different shades of green, then go up to a yellow, then to a orange, then to a red, and then to a purple. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I know we're a little quiet. I'm just trying to look into something real quick. Oh, well, I guess I can announce what our unemployment rate looks like because I made that graph anyway. Even though the only jobs we got is government jobs, unfortunately.
Mm.
I mean, I guess you can say we have. Okay, well, look, this is what I consider this. Okay, we have no private industry. However, we have self-employed people, including you, because you're the host of the Nick Delta broadcast and plan on making money on it, so you're technically self-employed. Uh, and then there's state-owned industry, job vacancies, all that stuff. So, but we made so many government positions that that our population can't work with, so that's why I have to give y'all multiple roles because you're just gonna have to get over it. You're just gonna have to get over it and work with it. That's all you can do. All right, since you're struggling with something, you wanted to talk to me about the Department of Communications on how it should function. So, for the sake of this, I'm just going to go ahead and call you Secretary of Communications. So, Miss Secretary, what is your issue about the Department of Communications? How do you think it
Well,
should?
basically, I've never been in charge of communication before, so I wouldn't know exactly how it runs.
Well, of course you have. You're a YouTuber. That's a form of communication. Aha. Yeah, see what I did there? Um,
Okay.
It is technically. There we go.
So basically, I've been doing what I've already been doing.
Okay. With you being secretary, you can set the playing field and the rules for it, but it has to be approved by the unit. It has to be approved by me first because I'm your boss, and then it's got to go through the unicameral for approval because we don't know if the people will like those rules or not. Like, say you want to put a jurisdiction on a specific thing, and the people think that it might be tyrannical or something, or maybe it's overreaching or something like that.
Mhm.
Then the unicameral will have to look into that to see if it is or not. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So it has to be basically proposed as a bill. So, and of course, with you being a legislator also, me and you can make that bill. It'll actually make more sense this way because it has to go through me first. So obviously,
Mhm.
if I agree with it, it's a House Joint Resolution. So, I want you to take the time to don't make bills yet. Just make a list of things like, all right, here's the plan. Here's how the Department of Communications will work. This is how it will function. This is how many positions we'll have, like employees or something. And then you can decide how you run the department, and then you can decide how some of this stuff works. Like, hold on, I got my executive orders right here that we're supposed to revise today. That's number 2 here. No, that's number 1. This is number 2. Um, let's see. My executive order said. Let's see. Obviously, you're under the jurisdiction of me, and you're under the observation of the supremacy branch. So that means the court of ministers will be watching you. Um, The prime minister is the head of the department, obviously, and only the prime minister can appoint the minister of the department. Oh, okay, well, apparently you're supposed to be called minister, so okay, you're a minister then. Minister of the department. There's a big difference. I know we have ministers in the supremacy branch, but that's what I put on here. So
Mm.
maybe that's something we'll change in the future. If we have to rescind this just to change a word, it's like why? Let's see. The department will be in charge of placing government-run and government-contracted, which is Nick's Delta Broadcast, news stations into its jurisdiction, and it will be a place. Oh, there's a typo there. It will be a place for private news channels to do press releases. So you have to figure out when, how, and where is a good place to do press releases, because I do plan on getting other presses from like other nations and obviously local news and shit to do like press releases for me or you or whoever the politician you're going to talk to. Yeah, and you're basically going to be in charge of the government contracted news stations. So you'll be like the first observer of the contract between Next Delta Broadcast and you. So.
And I'm basically the only one that's running it anyway.
Yeah, which is no offense to you, but it's kind of unfortunate because it's like I wish we had more people so we don't have to like have the same people running multiple positions.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I feel like I have to combine everything now. Like I'm gonna have that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. That'll probably be my next executive order since most of my stuff were made through executive order. Because my executive orders are supposed to be temporary. I didn't see a rule in the Constitution that says my executive orders has to be temporary. I'll have to look because I don't think there is. If there isn't, then that's a typo because I meant to do something like that. Hold on, where's the Constitution go? Where the hell? Hold on a minute. There it is. Wouldn't pop up for me for some reason. Okay, executive, here we go. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about my executive orders being limited. I think I'm just doing it voluntarily, which is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, well, that's noted. Let me see if I can. Now let's look at the laws itself. It'll let me. NRS Chapter 2. Let's see. Yep. This is. Yeah, I don't think there's. Yeah, there really isn't anything. Here you go, Bree. This is something you can do. You can help me out. Watch citizens on who's not. That sounds bad. Watching citizens. Well, you're obviously not going to really watch the citizens, but in the chat rooms and such, watch who's communicating and watch who's not communicating. And just to look for who's actually talking. I don't care what they talk about. It's just who's actually talking. So I guess just worry about that. You could make a graph of sorts, or maybe write down like the citizen names or something, and then write down like strike them or something on who hasn't communicated. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So I'm going to put you in charge of that. That should be a communication thing, because that communication, not just the word, not because the word is there, because it does involve verbal or not really verbal, but it involves verbal and texting and all that stuff, that kind of communication. So I'll put you in charge of that. But no, I think for the sake of our current situation, I'm going to have to make another executive order. I don't know if I will do it. I want to be patient. I don't know if I should do it this year or should I wait for next year to do it. Because the executive order is, Bree, is that I might merge everything into a single department or two. I might do that. I might merge it. So that obviously, I mean, you'll still have a role in there somewhere, but I might have to merge it because of our population shortage. And because of it being an executive order, I can handle the part of getting rid of it and whatever. And obviously, with it being an executive order, I give people the opportunity to tell me if this should be still a thing or not. And if the people don't approve of it, then I have to consider getting rid of it.
Mhm.
And if I'm not fast enough to get rid of it for the people, the unicameral can remove it for me. So that's probably what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to have to merge everything into a single department. I actually know a perfect name for it. It's sweet and simple. It's sweet and simple. So I'll probably think about it tonight while we're working on this. Where was I? Oh yeah, unemployment rate. So we still have a crap ton of job vacancies. Let's see, where is it at now? For some reason it says, oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, so I threw a lot of roles at you, myself a little bit, Her Majesty, Senator Ross, and Secretary Ivar. Or really, it should be Minister Ivar, but I don't know. I have to read the executive order because now I forgot if I called him minister or I called him secretary. So maybe in my executive order, that could be something to fix. Man, I feel bad though. I don't want to get rid of this executive order just to fix a typo though. But hey, it's whatever. Well, it's my executive order, so I guess I'll call you secretary. It's easier that way anyway because we already have a position called a minister anyway. And the title senator might not last long either, so that might change in the future as well since we're working on the Nebraska bill. So, but anyway, back to this. So our unemployment is 3 people. So in Nix, there's 3 unemployed. And now let me be specific because viewers are gonna watch this recording and be like, "Wait, hold on, there's 3 people unemployed." No, this is Nix only. So these are people that have Nix jobs.
Mhm.
Obviously, you'll have jobs outside of Nix. I mean, I work for UPS, you work for 5-Star, everybody else works wherever. But in the Queendom of Nix, there's 3 people unemployed out of 14. So that's obviously with a small population, that's a very good record. So there's oh right, so job vacancies, like I was trying to say before. So with all the roles I threw at y'all that I basically forced you all to have because I told you I would, there's now only 28 jobs left, which are still too many for our population.
Mhm.
So I might have to merge everything into one thing to get things rolling. I mean, there'll probably still be that many jobs, but there probably won't be as many departments. So like if I do this, y'all will be in one department, one whole department, and then and then something like that. There'll be a lot less jobs. There'll be a lot less jobs in that department than there is right now. So if I do that, it'll be you, Ross, and Ivar working together in that department. And then you 3. Now, of course, that also means I got to figure out who's going to be in charge of the whole department. So that's another thing, too.
Just a recap, which department would that be exactly?
Oh, I don't know. I literally just thought this up now because of how many jobs we have and our population is too low to fill them and we don't have citizens that are interested in joining the government. So we have 3 people. So look at this. We have 8 people in total, 8 out of 14 employed in the government.
Mm-hmm.
We have 8 people in the government. We have 3 people that are self-employed. So technically you. It is including you. So the math might be a little wonky there, but it is you.
No.
But you technically have 2 jobs in Nix. There's no one employed in the state-owned industry. The state-owned industries, we are creating 2 of them. I hate to say it. I don't. This is the only word I can think of. But we need a person that prints money. I know it sounds bad, but we need a person that prints money with specific paper that we assign to that industry. And they have to do everything. They got to put everything on the list to make that one paper. So, and then of course the metal foundry industry, so metal smelting. So, I hope I can actually make like a small factory or something with like, I don't know, 5 furnaces, and then people will start going there and make metal and get paid doing it. So, and we don't have any private companies in Nix, so no one in that. So, yeah. There
I'm
should be
sure
a
everything will fall into place as soon as we get our islands, and that's something we're already working on. So.
Yes, and that's where your tax money is going to. So,
Mhm.
just yours specifically. Everything else is kind of going wherever it's going right now, but your tax money specifically is going towards the island.
Yeah.
So we know
Because
how
I
much
want
money.
to see that dream become a reality.
Yeah. So, I mean, at least we're getting donations. That helps. That helps too. And I'm trying to make a
Mhm.
budget proposal to figure out what to get and whatnot. Because I recently just bought sand for the furnace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just recently bought sand for the furnace, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So now I need 2 more materials for the furnace, and I'll be done. I need to get a drill battery though, so that's another thing. Uh, so with all 3 of those materials, I need like over $200, but I can afford it. I probably won't do it this week, but I can afford it because I got to do something on my ledger this week.
Mhm.
Well, hold on. Let's see. If I do that tomorrow and then order it tomorrow, that's over $500. Ouch. Nah, maybe I shouldn't do that. Well, that depends if I spend money.
Spend money to make money.
That's not how it's supposed to work, though. No. What is it? October 20th? Okay. Next month will be coming up here soon, so that means next week is the last week of the month. So, I'm pretty sure it is, or is it 2 more weeks?
It is the 20th.
No, it's not that. No, next week. Hold on, today's Thursday, so that means next Thursday should be the 27th. The next Thursday will be November 4th. Okay.
31st is Monday, the week after.
So in 2 weeks, the month will be over because when November comes, that's when all my bills start taking money out of my wallet. So I gotta be wary of that. So I still got 2 weeks of paychecks to work with on doing that. So maybe I will wait till next week. No, I didn't make it a priority. Maybe tomorrow I should order the stuff from Home Depot, and
Maybe
then
not do it online because then you're gonna have to worry about tax and delivery. And sometimes that costs more than the order itself.
this is America. We're taxed everywhere. So what difference does it make? Um, but yeah, so it is a priority that I made. So maybe tomorrow I'll go ahead and just order from Home Depot, wait for the next paycheck, and then donate some money into both my savings and then Nick's. So
Mhm.
all right. So this is okay. So on the pie graph. Now remember, there's only 14 adults. Okay, or 14 citizens really. Well, 14 adults. So this percentage number is gonna blow everyone's mind a little bit. Okay, so okay, because you got to remember this: 3 out of 14 people is actually a big number in a percentage. So our unemployment rate it's gonna blow your mind. Our unemployment rate is 21.4%. That's not good. That's not a good percentage number to have anyway. Now, if it was a major population, that's a problem. But in a small population like that, that's not really it sounds like a big number, but it's not really a big number.
Especially if some of those people are minors.
Well, no, minors are not included in this graph. Yeah, minors are not included in the graph. It's just adults.
Then that's a different story.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't include minors into the graphs. Besides, the minors are too young to get a job anyway. All 5 of them are. So, and 3 of them belong to the royal family. So, yeah. We had but get this, 57.1%, which is 8 people, are employed in the government. So about over half the nation is employed in the government. So, because it is technically the only job right now. Let's see, what else is there? So, viewers, don't freak out over that percentage. I know it sounds like a big number, but it really isn't. There's only 3 unemployed people in NICS, so. Let's see. In 3 hours exactly, House Bill 19 will be decided if it's going to be amended to the Constitution or not. We'll see what happens. Because I don't think it will. It doesn't look good. There's not enough votes. Which reminds me, Senator Bree. I never thought about this. Even though I should, and now I'm understanding why I should do that. Should we have voter registration?
I would have to say yes. So that way, whoever voted is on the registry, and we'll be able to tell actually who voted. And we'll be able to look them up in the records.
Yes, and then when it comes to pollings of any kind, you're a registered voter. So, like, say, for example, half the nation, 7 people registered to vote, but the other 7 did not. Only that 7 that are registered to vote can vote in every single poll. Well, not nationwide poll anyway. But yeah. So the local, federal, county polls are a little bit different, because I'm pretty sure we made a law. Was it either a law or an executive order that says they can do that? I don't know which one it is. It's one or the other. That says, like, what is it? Yeah, no. If you're inactive, you can't vote in national polls, but you can still vote in your local, federal, county polls if you're inactive, because we don't revoke your citizenship. However, we made it where you signed a citizenship application. Now you actually have to be active for at least 2 years, or go to trial over it. So, yeah. So a little bit of mandated.
It was everybody's records.
Limited. So,
that would be an issue.
And we had people sign it, so there's obviously people dedicated enough to do it, but will they do it is the question. So
I'm leaning on towards the no, not really.
Well, then I guess we better start getting on them.
Right?
Yep.
I already have a few in mind that might be on the stretch, but I have to go back into it to look.
Let's see. So yes, so taxes are good. Our donations are good. Our treasury's great. I was actually asked. I had a concern earlier at work. Someone asked me if I had minors in there. I was like, oh yes, yes. I mean, I didn't give him this answer, but I should have gave him this answer instead. If you are a parent and you have kids, you can literally, with your words, say your kids are now a citizen also. Therefore, it goes along with the population, but they'll be in the total population as well, but they'll be in the minors Like they'll have their own little section in the separation of the population to know who's an adult and who's a minor. So, like, I'll probably put that graph in the census page as well, so people will know how many minors there are and how many adults there are. So I could probably just go ahead and say right now, 73.7%, which is a number of 14, are adults, and then 26.3%, which is 5, are minors. So all 5 minors are too young to do anything. So, and yes, their parents obviously consented of them being citizens, especially when 3 of them are